Hey guys, welcome back. So I just went to check out Paranormal Activity. Made the trip out to the Regal Stonecrest in southern Charlotte, which is, to my knowledge, the only theater that's actually playing this movie in North Carolina. This movie is given a very limited release across the country. They have an interesting gimmick where you go to paranormalactivity.com or whatever it is right there, paranormalmovie.com, and you sign some kind of petition to help the movie get a wider release. I went to see it here on a Sunday night because we've obviously been busy shooting ghosts all weekend, and the house was totally packed, so I was actually surprised it was packed like that. But my review is going to be pretty short because this is one of those movies you really need to experience, and I don't want to ruin too much for you. So the story is pretty simple. It tells the story of Katie and her boyfriend Micah, who live together, or Mika, who live together in a house in San Diego, I believe. And they believe that the house is haunted. There's strange things that happen, like they hear noises at night, and things bump, and furniture moves, and whatnot. Lights come on and off. So Mika decides to buy a video camera and start trying to record the evidence, you know, so he can figure out what's going on. He's basically a skeptic in the beginning, where he doesn't really believe it, but he's kind of curious and he wants to kind of go along with it and see what happens. Very early on, they consult a psychic and they bring him in, and the psychic basically tells him that he doesn't believe it's a haunting. He thinks it's a demon and that it has nothing to do with the actual house itself, but the demon is after Katie. So from there, the plot thickens. There aren't really any kind of slasher stats to speak of. There's no real gore or anything in the movie. It's just all straight storytelling and suggestion and things like that. So they did a pretty good job just using classic haunted house techniques. And can't really tell you too much about the plot. It's just one of those things you got to get out and experience. The movie itself is told in the format of found footage, kind of like the Blair Witch Project or Quarantine or Wreck, or any of those other films. It doesn't quite reach the high standard of the Blair Witch Project, which I thought had a little bit better atmosphere and built the dread a little bit better. Paranormal Activity is a very slow burn, but after the first hour, once it gets going and it starts to get really creepy, it really turns up the heat and things get really bizarre and creepy, and I really dug it. I mean, definitely made the hair on my arms raise up at a couple points. So I enjoyed it. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, found footage, haunted house movies, whatever, go check it out. So on the Strebo Screamometer, we give it a 9 out of 10 screams. 9 out of 10 screams. Oh my God. Very solid flick. Go check it out. Paranormal Activity. If it's playing near you, make the trip. Check it out. You won't regret it.
We need to see that.
See you next time.